What would you do if you were in charge at Disney, and what Star Wars games would you want to see created in the next couple of years if you had the power to make the final decision? The sky's the limit, the galaxy has no bounds. I'm going to try to answer that very question the best I can in this video. And at first, I was going to make a list of 3 to 4 Star Wars games that I would create if I were in charge at Disney, but for this particular video, I decided to just focus on the one and only Star Wars game that I want to see created above all else. A bounty hunter / Mandalorian open world Star Wars game. Now, if you want to see a list of the other Star Wars games I would also want to create, hit that like button, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell icon to be notified when I upload part 2 of this video. Now, let's just all take a moment and just imagine the possibilities with such a game as a Star Wars bounty hunter / Mandalorian type of game. The first priority I would have with such a game would be to make sure that you could play it solo, with a group of friends in co-op, or competitively against other players. And there would be a single player campaign, of course, and this single player campaign could also be played either solo or cooperatively with up to 4 players, similar to how Halo has done it for many years. Just imagine playing a bounty hunter, Mandalorian type of single player campaign with your friends. That'd be so awesome. And this bounty hunter / Mandalorian type of game would be a third-person experience, and for good reason. Third person would allow you to see the customization of your bounty hunter, as well as your bounty hunter's amazing animations. Just imagine all of the cool moves you could do and all of the fluid animations that the developers could come up with. And as you progress in the game, whether in single player, co-op, or competitive modes, you'd be able to unlock tons of customizable items, including armor, gear, weapons, gadgets, and so much more. In fact, you would have the ability to have multiple bounty hunters, and you'd have these all in your arsenal, from a Mandalorian bounty hunter to a droid bounty hunter, or maybe your bounty hunter wields a lightsaber or is of a completely different alien species. There are so many possibilities and combinations you could have here, and you could just keep on adding bounty hunters to your arsenal. Also, the game would have a massive map that would change over time. And no, this map would not offer a battle royale mode. Instead, this gigantic map would cater to fun experiences where the various game modes, whether competitive or co-op, would always offer the ability to respawn. In fact, this would be one of the main selling points of my game, the ability to always respawn. That means if you die, you will have the ability to come back in the game at any time with your friends and simply have fun. No more sitting there and spectating while your friends are having all of the fun. No more quitting the game or throwing your controller in anger and frustration just to go back into the lobby again and go through that tedious matchmaking process that we all hate. This game would be all about fun, staying in the game, making memorable experiences with your friends. And building up your bounty hunter, strengthening your bounty hunter guild with friends, and collecting as much gear and loot as possible as you face off against other bounty hunters on the map is what this game would be all about. You could even have your own bounty hunter ship that serves as your main lobby area. So as you customize your weapons and gear and go through the menus to access all of these different things, you are always doing this in your very own bounty hunter ship. So that means while my menu and UI user interface may look like the inside of the Razor Crest, for instance, your user interface may look like the Slave One. And you would be able to customize the interior of your ship so that every time you booted up the game and accessed the game's menus, you would always see the interior of your ship that continues to change as you unlock new goodies for it. And if you look at Call of Duty Modern Warfare's Warzone mode called Plunder, it serves as a great example of what a bounty hunter game could also have as an experience. So in Plunder mode, you can jump anywhere on the entire map and the goal is to gather as much money as possible. But unlike Battle Royale mode, you do have the ability to respawn at any time after you die. So you have unlimited respawns. You can always regroup with your squad at any time. And this makes Plunder mode a blast to play, and it really limits that frustrating moment that you can have from time to time with a mode like Battle Royale, where you die like within the first 2 seconds. And when it comes to Battle Royale mode, you have to either survive the gulag, or if you don't survive it, you go back and do the whole matchmaking process all over again. And again, that can be super frustrating, especially if you die within the first 2 seconds. Now, if we take a look back at Plunder mode, a Star Wars bounty hunter game could really take this Plunder mode formula to the next level. So instead of just trying to find cash or credits in this case, you'd also have the opportunity to find things like Beskar armor, gear, gadgets, weapons, items for your bounty hunter ship, and so much more. And all of these items could go towards your team's overall earnings, and the more gear, gadgets, and items you collect, the higher chances you have of being in the lead. So this overall score, if you will, could be known as your team's overall wealth, which is a collection of all of the gear and items you've collected, and whoever has the most wealth by the end of the match wins the overall game. Also, another thing that I have to mention is that Plunder mode in Modern Warfare has something called bounty contracts, where you can find and pick up a contract which will locate a random player, also known as a bounty, on the map, and if you defeat the player identified as your bounty, you earn a whole pile of cash. Now, this bounty contract system would be perfect in a bounty hunter Star Wars game. Of course, these are just some ideas to get started, but I personally think a Star Wars bounty hunter / Mandalorian game could offer so much to the Star Wars gaming community. It would be awesome. It seems like a lot of people are into the Mandalorian right now and really want to explore more about the bounty hunter guild and bounty hunter lore. So let me know, what do you think? Let me know what Star Wars game you would create if you were in charge at Disney by posting a comment down below. And if you want to see me create a part 2 of this video, hit that like button and leave a comment as well, because I have a lot of other Star Wars games that I would love to see created by Disney, including a racing game, also a first-person shooter would be absolutely amazing, and so much more. And in case you missed it, don't forget to check out my Star Wars Squadrons video, where I did take a look at the single-player campaign of that game. So if you haven't seen that yet, you got to check it out by clicking on the link in the description. And until next time, may the Force be with you always.